Hello, and welcome to our 20-minute hips and hamstrings yoga, focusing on bringing some active length to the hamstrings and some mobility in the hips. We'll get right into it. Seeing as how this is 30 minutes, we'll get into our tabletop position. Wrists are stacked underneath the shoulders and knees under the hips. Toes are curled under. Letting go of the breath for a second and just focusing on movement, allowing the tailbone to pull towards the ground, lifting the back of your spine, your heart, pushing the ground away with your shoulder blades, and tucking the chin. When you find a comfortable position, now just as slowly, we're going to reverse it. Untucking the tailbone, dropping the belly to the sky, rolling through the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, flick the chin up. Feel the scapula pull together and down the spine. Starting from the tailbone, tuck the tailbone under, round through the low back. Shine the back of the heart towards the ceiling. Push the shoulder blades apart. Tuck the chin. Untuck the tailbone. Drop the belly. Roll through the spine. As if you're moving your spine through glue. Take a few more on your own breath, really trying to segment out the vertebrae. Finding all that space between those bones in your spine. 2 more. Seeing if you can feel each of those vertebrae move separately. Like a wave rolling up your spine. Last time in cow pose. Inhale and exhale, find neutral table. Inhale to lift your right leg back, flexing the foot as if you're kicking the ceiling away. Suck belly button to spine, engaging the core. Feel strong in this position. Feel the glutes working, feel the hamstrings working. Now squeeze that heel towards your bum. Open up the hip as if you're climbing over a hurdle, but really trying to keep that left hip and the pelvis as still as possible, circling out through the right hip. Really finding space in that hip socket. Feeling the femur head move around the hip socket. Keep squeezing that heel to bum. Super slow circles. 1 more. Inhale here. Lift the chin and come into that cow back. Shoulder blades come together and down the spine. And now drive the knee forward, rounding out the spine, trying to tap knee to nose. Inhale, back to that single leg cow pose. Exhale, drive the knee forward. Push the shoulder blades apart, try to tap knee to nose. Inhale, send the leg back. Exhale, knee to nose and hold. Now come up on tented fingertips. Find more space between the scapula and then send that right foot between the hands, coming into a half split. When you get here, just windshield wiper the foot. Maybe you find some sticky spots on different parts of the leg. If it feels good to stay still in one of those sticky spots, definitely feel free to do that. Inhale to lengthen, leading with the heart. Exhale, let the heart drop down as if you're rolling through the spine. Chin is the last thing to tuck. Allow it to push your heart back towards the ceiling, rounding through the back. Chin flicks. And exhale, lower the heart down. Chin tucks, pushing the heart back in space, rounding out the shoulders. Feel that rolling motion through the upper back. Few more on your own breath. really flossing through the vertebrae and the sciatic nerve a little bit. Keep that foot flexed and keep the heel driving into the ground. When you get to the top, exhale to your flat back. Inhale, come forward into a low lunge, arms lift overhead. Exhale, push back into the half split. Arms push back, hands reach back. Inhale, pull the chest forward, arms lift, maybe the gaze lifts. Exhale, push back, half split. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, push back, half split. Arms reach back, flat back. Inhale, heart comes through. Stay here, exhale. Inhale, find length. Exhale, plant the hands on either side of the foot and step back to your tabletop. Maybe rock back and forth on the wrists and the toes. Coming on to the other side. Inhale, lift the left leg. Foot is flexed as if you're kicking the ceiling away. Tuck that core in, suck belly button to spine. Squeeze heel to bum. Lift the leg. Core is engaged. Shoulders are engaged. Hands pushing into the floor. Gaze is between the hands. Inhale and exhale, squeeze heel to bum even more and open up the hip as if you're stepping over a hurdle, circling the knee forward. Inhale to lift the leg and exhale to step over the invisible hurdle, keeping the core engaged. Keep going. Keeping the pelvis as centered as you can. Really feeling that motion being isolated in the hip on the left-hand side. Shoulders are strong. One more. Exhale around. Inhale, lift the leg, come into that cow back again, pulling shoulder blades together and down the spine, lifting the leg higher. Exhale, bring knee towards the nose. Around the spine. Inhale, send the leg back. Chest pulls forward between the arms. And exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, send the knee back. Exhale, knee to nose and hold. Coming up onto the fingertips, finding more space in that upper back, squeezing heel to bum. Inhale. Exhale, plant the left foot between the hands. Windshield wiper the foot. Maybe find those sticky spots. When you're ready, find stillness in the center, leading with the heart. Chest drops on an exhale. Chin is the last thing to tuck, flicking your heart back up, and then flicking the chest forward. Exhale, chest drops. Chin tucks. Push the shoulder blades apart, rounding the spine. Chin flicks. 3 more on your own breath. Driving that left heel into the ground and really feeling the movement in your own body. 2 more. Last one. Driving that heel into the ground still. When you get to the top, hold here, flat back. Inhale, push forward into your low lunge. Arms lift. Heart lifts. Gaze comes up if it feels balanced and comfortable. Inhale. Exhale, push the arms back. Come into your half split. Straighten the left leg. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, half split, Ardha Hanumanasana. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, half split. One more full one. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, half split. Inhale, crescent lunge, and stay here for the exhale. Inhale. Exhale, frame the front foot with the hands, step back through tabletop. Wiggle up the hips a little. Hover the knees about an inch off the ground. Feel that core engagement. Push the ground away, engaging the shoulder blades. Inhale. And exhale, peel back the chest, sink the heels to the ground. Come into your first down dog. Pedal out the feet. Super important to pedal out the feet. Telling the hamstrings you're going to be stretched, but you're going to be okay. Finding stillness. Knees are as bent as you need them. Inhale, right foot reaches high and back behind you, three-legged dog. Hips are both facing the ground. Really not trying to lift the right leg higher, but trying to increase the distance between your fingertips and your right toes, finding length. Inhale. Exhale, open the hip as if you're opening the pages of a book. Bending at the knee. Trying to touch the knee towards the ceiling. Maybe gaze comes under the right armpit. Maybe coming onto the right fingertips. Maybe finding a bit of a bend in that left elbow. Whatever helps you find and get into this twisted shape. Inhale, look forward, straighten the elbow if it was bent. Place both the hands flat. And as if you're stepping over a hurdle, send the right knee out to the right hand side and try to touch the right armpit. Inhale, reach all the way back up, stepping back over that hurdle, doing some rainbow motions with the knees, and then send the knee back forward, trying to touch knee to tricep. Open up the hip, rainbow shape. One more. Exhale, come forward. Look forward. Stay here. Be strong. 3, 2, 1. Plant the right foot on the outside of the right hand. Come up onto tented fingertips and wiggle your way into a comfortable lizard lunge. Making it active. Straightening the left knee as much as you can. And really trying to find length between the crown of your head and your back heel. Shoulder blades are pulling away from the ears. Inhale. Exhale, lower the knee. Inhale, twist over to the right hand side. Feeling the twist come from the ribs, not the shoulders. And exhale, allow the right arm to pull your torso up off the ground, twisting to the right hand side. Gaze is as far right as you can. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze left heel to bum. 4 deep breaths. Trying to drive that left knee forward and that right heel back. Twisting from the ribs. 2. 3. 4. Inhale here. Exhale, lower the back knee and tip forward on the left hand. Maybe helping your knee bend again. It's kind of a hard transition on the knee. Work into the hip a little bit, grabbing onto the thigh and pulling it out forward and to the right. Coming up onto the ball of the foot and then the outer edge. Really working into that hip. Tractioning the thigh out of its socket, but keeping that pressure firm as if you're pushing through the floor with the knife edge of that right foot. Inhale, find your center. Exhale, lift the back knee, come up onto tented fingertips. Inhale. Exhale, drag the left toes to the outside of the left hand and sink the hips down into Malasana, gathering the hands at the chest. Push knees into elbows, elbows into knees, crown of the head lifting up. Inhale. Exhale, place the hands, tented fingertips in front of you, find the floor. Gaze between the hands, send the hips high, half lift, point the toes to face forward. Engage that core, suck belly button to spine. Really trying to find length between the crown of the head all the way back to the hips. Gaze between the hands, shoulders away from the ears. Inhale. Exhale, heel to the feet together and fold over the legs. Pedaling out the feet when you get here. Find stillness on inhale. And exhale, fold deeper, curling in. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins or the floor. Exhale, fold. Deep bend in the knees, letting the upper body hang. We're going to roll up the spine to stand. Super slow, like a rag doll. When you get to the top, arms come behind the head, interlacing the fingers. Inhale to pull the elbows apart and lift the chest. Chin lifts, knees can be bent. Just finding that opening in the T-spine. Inhale. Exhale, lower the hands, keeping that lifted chest. Inhale to straighten. Exhale, tuck the chin. We're rolling back down like a rag doll. Shoulders hunch forward, deep bend in the back. Bend in the knees until your fingertips find the floor, and you just drape your body over the thighs. We're going back up. Fire up the legs. Ragdoll back, all the way up to standing. Inhale, arms come overhead. Interlace the fingers to the back of the skull. And inhale, pull the elbows away from each other, shining the chest forward, chin lifts. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive over the legs, reaching the arms up to the side and wrapping behind the calves. Full cycle of breath. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to plank and hold. Finding your strong plank first. Inhaling, looking between the hands and slowly lowering down all the way to your belly. See how slow you can make this movement. Arms reach back behind you. Fingertips reaching towards the toes. Pull the shoulder blades back towards each other. Suck a belly button to spine, engaging the core. All 10 toes press against the mat. Inhale, lift the chest and chin. Find the work in your shoulders, trying to bring them back behind you. Feel the work in your core. Not letting your body rise and fall with your inhales and exhales, but staying strong. Inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down. Hands plant on either sides of the ribs. Slide your body into an upward facing dog. Stay here. Allow the glutes to relax. You're on the tops of the feet, thighs are hovering, thumbs are pulling towards each other. Chin is slightly tucked. Inhale. Exhale, lift the hips back and high, rolling over the toes for down dog. Find your breath. Inhale, left leg lifts. Hips are both facing the floor. Mostly trying to find the length between the toes and the fingertips. Feel the core engage. Feel the glutes engage. Fingers are wide. Inhale. Exhale, open the hip like you're opening the pages of a book and bend the knee, squeezing heel to bum. Maybe coming onto left fingertips. Gaze is under the left armpit, and maybe you twist so much, allowing the left foot to drop behind you that your right arm starts to bend. Keeping that heel squeezing towards the bum. If your right arm is bent, straighten it. Come onto the flat parts of the palms. Look forward, inhale, squeeze heel to bum. And like a rainbow, left knee drives out to the side, trying to come forward and tap that left tricep. Inhale, open back up. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, open. Exhale, forward. Inhale, open. Exhale, forward and hold. 3, 2, 1. Plant the left hand, left foot on the outside of the left hand. Come up onto tented fingertips and come to your active lizard lunge. Crown of the head is pulling forward. Staying firm in that left foot, having equal contact between the pinky toe mound, the big toe mound, and the heel. Feel the stretch in the right psoas. Feeling active, but still strong and stretchy. Inhale. Exhale, lower the back knee. Twist the body open to the left-hand side. Feel that nice stretch in the right psoas. And then allow yourself to be pulled up, twisting to the left. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze right heel towards the bum. Twisting from the ribs, not the shoulders. 1. 2, legs squeezing towards midline. 3. 4, inhale. Exhale, tip yourself back down into a twist and then allow your leg to straighten. Left hand comes onto the left thigh, coming onto the heel and then the knife edge of that left foot, never allowing the foot to collapse, but keeping it strong, pressed against the floor. Left hand tractions the thigh bone out of the socket. Chest peels open a little. Feel the back toes still firmly engaged with the mat, whether they're tucked under or whether you're on the tops of your toes. Just feeling that strong grounding. Inhale. Exhale, both hands come to center, tented fingertips. Fire up that back leg, lifting the knee, looking forward, being strong, finding your lizard lunge. Inhale. Exhale, drag the right toes forward, sinking the hips into Malasana. Find that pressure between the elbows and the knees. Inhale. Exhale, tented fingertips in front of you. Look between the hands. Send the hips up and high. Toes face forward. Find that nice lengthening between the hips and the crown of the head. Flat back. Suck belly to spine. Inhale. Exhale, heel to the feet together and fold. Pedaling at the feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Deep bend in the knees like a rag doll. Suck belly to spine, engage the core, and roll yourself up to standing. Feel each of your vertebrae stack on top of each other individually. Arms reach up, interlace fingers behind the head. Elbows pull apart. Feel the stretch in the T-spine. Inhale. Exhale, keep this length as you lower the arms. Inhale, straighten the knees if they were a little bit bent. tuck the chin on an exhale and roll down the legs, engaging the core, feeling your fingertips collapse on the mat and fold down. Fire up the legs, round through the spine to standing. Feel the core fire. Arms reach overhead, interlace the fingers, place them behind the head, push elbows apart, a little bit of a bend in the knees. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive over the legs, curling in at the bottom. Arms wrap around the calves. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank and hold. Inhale. Slowly lower yourself onto your belly. Arms reach back. Firing up the scapula first. Feeling the heads of the shoulder blades, reach back and together. Firing up the core. Peeling belly button away from the mat. All 10 toes pressed into the mat. Inhale. And exhale, lift yourself up to locust pose. Fingertips reaching back, making it more about the core than the range of motion. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Plant the hands on the outside of the ribs. Pull the chest through to cobra. Shoulders away from the ears. Glutes are relaxed, but legs are internally rotating. Inhale. Exhale, tuck the chin and roll back to down dog. Inhale, right foot reaches up. And exhale, find the length here first. Inhale. Exhale, open the hips, squeeze heel to bum. Come up onto the right fingertips. Look underneath the right shoulder blade, and maybe you allow the weight of your foot to just be pulled by gravity all the way back behind you, pivoting on the left foot until your right fingertips become light. Maybe you keep going until your right toes find the ground, and you can reach the arm up and overhead for a wild thing. And just as slowly, look down between your hands, twist the body, coming up onto that right foot till it's hovering, plant the right hand, and like you're stepping over that hurdle with the right knee, come all the way forward until you tap right knee to tricep. Moving in slow transitions is a really awesome way to find mobility in your body. Inhale. Exhale, plant the foot on the outside of the right hand. Find that strong lizard. Right heel is driving back in space. Inhale. Exhale, lower the back knee. Inhale to twist. Exhale to pull yourself up into a twisted lunge. Inhale, bum, or heel squeezes to bum, sorry. Exhale, grab onto the foot with the right hand and lean forward. Lower your left hand. Maybe it finds the ground. Twist the chest open to the right. Keeping it 60% active, 40% passive. Driving that left knee forward. Kicking the foot back into the right hand. And then really dragging that right heel back in space, making this a bit more of an active stretch. Two more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, lower the back leg. Arm cartwheels down. Come up onto tented fingertips. Drag the left toes forward, back into our malasana. Crown of the head reaches up. Inhale. Exhale, plant the hands on either side of the right leg and just twist the body over to the right, lowering the knees, coming into your 90-90. Both feet are flexed, hands plant on either side of the right leg. Inhale to lift the chest, leading with the chest, same as we did before. Exhale, lower down, chin tucks. Pushing the chest back up, back of the heart towards the ceiling, chin flicks. Exhale, lower. Inhale to lift, finding that roll and how it feels in your own body. One more. Inhale to rise up. And exhale to wiggle the left toes a little bit further back. Now you're in a bit more of a wider stance, steer pose. Inhale to lift the chest. Exhale, start to body roll again. Still driving that right, what's it called? Shin, the right shin into the ground, flexing into the foot. Keeping it active. One more. Push all the way up. Last time, maybe you take the full expression of half pigeon. If you're here, maybe explore keeping the toes tucked under on the back foot. Inhale to lift the chest. Exhale, 3 more. Really listening to your body with these super slow spinal rolls. Last one. Bring the left knee back to your 90-90 and then push yourself into Malasana. Inhale here. Exhale, plant the hands, lift the hips. We're just here for a moment. Exhale. Inhale to find length. And exhale, heel toe the feet together, fold over the legs. Inhale, root to rise, deep bend the knee, roll up the spine, arms come overhead. And exhale, swan dive with a flat back over the legs. Wrapping forearms around calves. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank. Hold here. Inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down, so slow, slower than you want. Arms come out to the sides, but at like a 45 degree. More spinal rolls. All 10 toes are stuck onto the ground. And on an inhale, allowing the head to hang, push your upper body upwards into a cobra pose. Chin flicks up. Exhale, roll down. Chin and head lower. Inhale, roll up. Core is still engaged, belly button to spine. One more and hold. Inhale here at the top. Core is engaged, glutes are not firing. Exhale, lower. Hands on either side of the ribs. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, send the hips back and high, downward facing dog. To the other side, inhale, left leg lifts, finding that length. Inhale. Exhale, open the hips like a book. Squeeze heel towards the bum. Maybe you get light on those left fingertips, pivoting on the right foot, allowing gravity to slowly drag that left foot back behind you. Left arm reaches overhead, allowing the heart to shine up towards the ceiling. And just as slowly, look down between the hands, twist the upper body until maybe the left toes lift, planting the left hand on the ground. Super big rainbow hip circle until knee comes to tricep. And we're holding, looking between the hands. Inhale. Exhale, plant the foot outside the hand, active lizard, coming up onto the fingertips. Inhale. Exhale, lower the back knee, twist open to the left hand side. Find your breath. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale to pull yourself up into a twist. Inhale to find the twist. Then exhale to squeeze heel to bum. Reaching back for that right foot with the left hand. And then tipping forward until right fingertips or the hand finds the ground. Making it 60% active, 40% passive. Two more breaths. Pressing into the left hand with the right toes. Inhale. Exhale, release the foot. Lowering the hand. Coming up onto tented fingertips, firing onto the back knee, looking forward. Exhale, dragging the toes to the outside of the right hand, finding length in Malasana. I'll just turn myself. Then exhale, framing the left knee, and then pivoting into your deer pose. Both feet are flexed, left shin bone is driving into the ground. Hands are on either side of the shin. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, leading with the chest, beginning to get into those spinal rolls. Keeping both feet actively flexed. Making this movement as slow and as controlled as you want. On your next time that you're up, you're going to wiggle the right toes back a little bit and then begin rolling again. I find that this method of getting into pigeon allows your body to get used to the movement and find like a deeper expression of the pose rather than just hopping straight into pigeon. It's definitely my favorite way. Next time that you're up, find your full expression today of half pigeon. Maybe exploring tucking the toes under if you're up here. Inhale to sit up tall, and exhale, start your spinal rolls. Inhale to come all the way up. Exhale to move the right knee back forward. And allowing your hands to help you find your way to Malasana. Once you're here at the top of your mat, finding your shape, crown of the head reaches up, and then reach the arms forward and begin to sit back, rounding out the spine until maybe your bum touches the ground. Legs come out in front of you. Inhale to sit up tall, and exhale so slowly. Curve out the back like a cat pose, and allow yourself to lower vertebrae by vertebrae as slow as you can onto your back. Arms come out wide. Both knees lift. Shins are parallel to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, easy twist to the right. Allowing both of the knees to fall over onto the right hand side. Gaze comes over the left shoulder. Breathing into your twist. Inhale to center. And exhale, knees drop over to the left. Gazes over the right shoulder. Maybe the eyes close. Inhale back to center. And exhale, coming to Supta Baddha Konasana, bringing the soles of the feet to touch in a wide diamond shaped position, allowing the knees to splay out, tucking the shoulder blades under, arms come out as wide as they need to be. Allowing gravity to pull the knees down, opening the hips gently. Eyes soften. Start to feel how heavy your arms are against the ground, as if somebody's stacking sandbags on top of them, pushing them deeper into the ground with every exhale. Allowing any tension to be free from your hips as you exhale. Maybe trying to scan where in your hip socket are you feeling restricted. Allowing yourself to totally surrender to gravity. Traps and shoulders are soft. Unintentionally pulling away from the ears, just as you find natural length in your neck as you relax. Becoming anywhere of sounds around you, like a heater running, the furnace, maybe wind, creaks in a floorboard. Feeling the gentle and free rise and fall of your belly as you inhale and exhale, unrestricted by any sort of tension or focus, just freely moving as you inhale and exhale. Trying less to focus and trying more to notice. When you're ready, wiggle the fingers and toes, flutter the eyes open, gently help the knees back to center. Windshield wiper the legs side to side, feeling the low back release. Big stretch, arms overhead, legs reach forward and sit together. Inhale, exhale through the mouth, let it go. One more, inhale, tense the body, big good morning stretch. Exhale, let it go. Come up onto your mat, seated cross-legged. Arms come to heart, hands come to heart center in prayer. Allow the chin to drop and just give yourself a moment of thanks for allowing yourself the time and space to practice. And thank you for joining me on this Sunday. Namaste.